Hi everyone, this is Riddhi, a second year BSMS student at IISERs. So imagine this, you are in class 12 and everyone around you is talking about only two careers, engineering and medicine. But somehow you have heard about IISERs and a course called BSMS at IISERs. You go to your home, you Google it and you get even more confused. Is it a BSc? Is it an MSc? Can you become a scientist? Or is it just another risky degree? If you ever had these questions, or even if you didn't have any, this video is for you, because today I'll be talking about everything of BSMS at IISER, starting from academics and research to career placements and opportunities. Let's start with chapter 1. First of all, what is BSMS? BSMS stands for Bachelor of Science plus Master of Science. It is actually a 5-year integrated course where at the end of this course you are going to get a BS degree, that is Bachelor of Science as I mentioned, and an MS degree. But this is not just actually two courses combined. It is a course which is designed in such a way to train future scientists and researchers. Let's come with chapter 2, which says, why are IISERs even created? For many years, India has been producing a lot of amazing doctors and engineers, but there was a lack in the field of producing, students who actually had curiosity about science and research. So the government of India, they took an initiative for the students who are curious to pursue research in their future. So they established IISERs, and their motto was something very simple: take talented students from class 12, and then after that, like, you give IIT and you get into IISER. So that is that entrance test for getting into IISERs, and then that 5 years course will train you to become scientists, researchers and innovators. So like, if you ever looked at the sky and thought, why do the stars shine? Or why do diseases happen? Or how are medicines developed? IISER is literally created for people with that amount of curiosity. Let's come to chapter 3, which says what actually happens in the first year. Some people think, I'll take physics only. No, this is not possible, because in the first year, the students, they study almost everything: physics, chemistry, maths, biology, earth and environmental science, programming, even humanities courses. So yes, PCB students, they have to study maths. PCM students, they need to study biology. Initially, that actually feels scary, but this is the best part of IISER, because when you study subjects that you don't actually think that you have interest in, you get to know topics that actually make you, study them more, and that helps you to develop interest in that particular subject. So you develop interest you never knew you had. Okay, so let's come to chapter 4, the freedom nobody talks about. When you get into IISER, you do not have to take a specialization right after class 12, because you get almost 2 years to actually study like what your interest is in. Maybe you loved biology in school, but after coming to IISER and studying the subjects not just for marks, you get to think that, oh no, I like maths more than bio. So you can go for that subject. You can take major in that subject, right? So maybe you can also fall in love with data science and you get more interest in the particular subject. And this is the flexibility that IISER provides, and this is actually the strongest feature of studying at IISERs. Like a dual course, dual degree integrated course is something which is much more advantageous than just a normal BSc course. And I know that no one has told you about this, but starting from 2025, that is our batch, we have got a new curriculum in which, like, we had 5 main subjects in our first year, which includes physics, chemistry, maths, biology, earth and environmental science, and some side courses. Like in the first semester we had communication as well as social studies, and in the second year that got replaced with Python programming. But in the third year we are going to choose 3 subjects of our interest from that 5 subjects, and there is no capping. Like, you don't need a particular CGPA or SGPA for choosing that subject. That applies for majors. And we also even had our confusions, like if we had to think about our ACPA or CGPA for taking a particular subject for our pre-major. Okay, so the second year is now the pre-major year, and the third year goes for the major year, where you can take the major out of the 3 subjects you take the pre-major in. And the side courses still remains, like we are going to again study computer programming, but that will be something different from Python in our third semester, and the fourth semester probably includes that communication once again, but something different from what we had studied in the first semester. So yes, this is it for part 1 of all about BSMS at IISER. Wait for part 2 where I will be revealing more interesting things about the course. I know you wait for my videos so much. You personally text me in Insta. Even like my comment sections are filled with Didi give this video, Didi give that video. I need to plan out that what video should I post now and what should I post next. So yeah, give me some time and you can drop your suggestions on what content I can make videos on, which can actually help you. To be honest, starting my channel or even starting my Insta account, that was solely for the purpose of guiding my juniors the way I didn't receive. I had so many doubts about this course, but to be honest, it didn't get clear at that time. So yeah, subscribe to my channel, stay tuned for more videos, or you can also follow my Insta account here. Okay, so bye bye.